Legacy Sports Network presents Greater Houston Area High School Baseball. Today's game is brought to you by Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram GMC Buick. We hear you. Also brought to you by Brant and Jen Stogner, attorney-at-law. Top Dog Fireworks. Say it with a boom. Hotze Health and Wellness Center. Transforming lives naturally. DeRoche Partners. We create partnerships of trust from which everyone prospers. Challenge Office Products, answering your call for dependable service since 1988. And by Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. Now it's time to go to the ballpark.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Episcopal Knights ballpark here this afternoon for afternoon baseball here on the Legacy Sports Network, where the Episcopal Knights are hosting the St. Thomas Eagles coming into tonight's this afternoon's ball game. Pitching today for the Episcopal Knights will be the pitcher Brooks Allen. Will be pitching, a right-handed pitcher here this afternoon. Starting lineups tonight for the St. Thomas Eagles: batting first, shortstop Braxton Mandela. Batting second, the second baseman, Travis Rutsch. Batting third, the third baseman, Reed Houston. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Kevin Kirk. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Patrick Fowler. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Keegan Cardona. Batting seventh, the DH, Webb Lewis. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Dominic Davila. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Tyler Ballone. We're ready to begin here tonight. First batter tonight for this afternoon is Braxton Mandela for the St. Thomas Eagles. Takes the first pitch outside for ball one. First pitch starting here at 1 p.m. on the dot here in Houston, Texas. Here comes the next pitch. In there for a strike. 1-1. St. Thomas Eagles coming into today's game 11-10 on the season. They've lost their last 5 in a row. A little bit of a 5-game losing streak. Last game of their 3-game road trip this week. Here comes a 1-1 pitch outside, 2-1. Brooks Allen pitching here. He's pitching quickly, ready to go. Right-handed pitcher. Mandela batting left-handed switch hitter. Next pitch outside, 3-1 to Mandela. So Mandela batting first here this evening. Mandela batting .484 on the season. Next pitch in there for a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Mandela. Sorry, 347, .484 on base percentage. Mandela's going to change bats here at the moment. Crowd just trickling in. We had a game time of 11 a.m., but it's now been moved to 1 p.m. They have a double hitter here this afternoon at this ballpark. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and he walks. So Mandela gets on first base. Brings up Travis Rutsch here this afternoon. Travis Rutsch batting .417 on the season. So last night, the Eagles lost a heartbreaker to St. Pius X 10, 8-4, gave up 6 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. They were leading 4-2. So Mandela's at first, Travis Rutsch at the plate, and Mandela's taking off. He's stealing. He's going to go down. He's going to get it. Ball goes into right field. He's going to go from second to third, and Mandela goes all the way to third base. So ball gets away from the second baseman, and Mandela's now at third base. Opportunity to put some runs on the board here quickly for the Eagles. So Travis Rutsch at the plate. Travis Rutsch last night in last night's ball game, he was 2 for 4 in the ball game. Right-handed batter. Here comes a pitch to him. In there for a strike. 1-1. So Travis Rutsch was a cleanup hitter last night. Tonight he's batting in the 2-hole. Couple substitution, different players here in this ball game here tonight. Next pitch hit to the right field. Right fielder's going to catch it. Mandela's going to tag up. Mandela's coming in. Great arm coming down, and Mandela's going to slide in and score. And just like that, the Eagles take the lead here in the top of the first inning, 1-0. That was Thatcher in right field that made the catch. So that brings up the Reed Houston up to the plate. Reed Houston came into the game last night in the 7th inning when Chris Fuentes decided to take over pitching. They moved Trip Marion, the freshman, to shortstop. Fuentes was the shortstop. He started pitching, and Reed Houston came into the game. So here's the first pitch to Houston is a strike. 0-1. 1 out. Eagles with the lead here to start off the top of the first inning. Houston batting .292 on the season. Next pitch is swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Houston behind the count, 0-2 to the pitcher Brooks Allen. Here comes the right-hander's pitch. Fouls it off. So 0-2. So we're sitting right here along the Interstate 610 here in the inner loop. So we got a little bit of traffic noise here this afternoon. Here comes the pitch. Houston hits it to third. On a bounce, picks it up, throws it first, got him. Nice play there by Quintala to throw him out. So 2 down.
Number 34, first baseman, Kevin Kirk.
So here comes the first baseman. This is going to be Kevin Kirk coming to the plate. Kevin Kirk batting .143 on the season. Game number 10 for him on the season. He's 3 for 21. Left-handed batter. First pitch high for ball 1. Thanks again for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network. Afternoon baseball here on a Saturday afternoon. Beautiful afternoon here in Houston. Here's the next pitch. Swing. So 1-1. Haven't seen Kevin Kirk play too many games here on the season. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. So Kevin Kirk standing back in. Left-handed batter. Brooks Allen, a right-handed pitcher. Here comes the next pitch. Down low, 3-1. Brooks Allen's already thrown 17 pitches here to start this top of the first inning. Eagles already on the board, 1-0. Mandela got on a walk, stole second. Ball got away from them at second base, went to third. And then Travis Rutch with a sacrifice fly to right field. That's how we're 1-0 here so far. Kevin Kirk fouls it off to the left side. So full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kevin Kirk. So afternoon baseball here in Houston, 72 degrees outside with the wind blowing in from 8 miles per hour. And the next pitch, swing and a miss, and struck him out. That's the end of the top of the first inning. Episcopal Knights coming up to bat. Eagles with the lead, 1-0. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
With joint pain that makes everyday activities a challenge? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we offer regenerative joint therapy designed to help you tap into this ability and live pain-free. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698.
Welcome back here to the Episcopal Knights ball field here this afternoon, where the Eagles have taken the lead here 1-0 to start off the top of the first inning. So the batting lineup here today for the Episcopal Knights. Batting first, the center fielder, senior Reed Sasser. Batting second, the second baseman, senior Tommy Heatherton. Batting third, the shortstop, senior Miles Young. Batting fourth, the catcher, the senior Bryce Bloom-Timmons. Batting fifth, the third baseman, senior Marco Quintala. Batting sixth, the right fielder, junior Carlos Thatcher. Batting seventh, the pitcher, is junior Brooks Allen. Batting eighth, the first baseman, sophomore Court Stevens. And batting ninth, the left fielder, junior Solomon Lockett. On the mound tonight for this afternoon for the St. Thomas Eagles will be Kyle Kirk, left-handed pitcher. This will be game number 4 that he has started on the season. He's 1-0 with a 4.08 ERA. So coming to bat first is the PA announcer's son, Reed Sasser. Reed Sasser coming to plate, batting left-handed. The Episcopal Knights wearing all white here today with blue numbers, and the St. Thomas Eagles wearing gray uniforms with red numbers. So here comes the first pitch by Kyle Kirk. Outside for ball 1, 1-0. So the Episcopal Knights coming into today's game they are on the season 16-7. Next pitch by Kirk, high 2-0. Kyle Kirk on the season with 12 strikeouts, 7 walks, giving up 7 earned runs, 15 hits in 12 innings pitched. Here comes a 2-0 pitch by the left-hander. In there for a strike. 2-1. So Sasser wearing purple shoes with a white uniform. Kyle Kirk looking into his catcher today is Patrick Fowler for the Eagles. Next pitch. In there for a strike. 2-2. So the infield here for the Eagles playing regular depth. Mandela at second base is standing on the grass, as well as the shortstop here today. Or Braxton Mandela is playing shortstop. Travis Rutsch also the second baseman standing on the grass as well. Next pitch popped up in the air. Mandela's coming out for it. The center fielder's coming off for it. He's going to call for it himself, the center fielder, and that's Tyler Vallone, and that is the first out of the inning. So let's set the defense here for the Eagles here in today's ball game. In left field, Dominic Davila. In center fielder, Tyler Vallone. In right field, Keegan Cardona. Keegan Cardona has an arm, just to share with you. He also can pitch. We'll continue adding that up here in just a moment. Tommy Heatherton at the plate, right-handed batter. Here comes the first pitch by Kirk. Low, ball one. Let's set the infield here for us as well. At third base today, Reed Houston taking over for Trip Marion. At shortstop, Braxton Mandela in place of Chris Fuentes. At second base, Travis Rutsch. And at first base, Kevin Kirk. And catching today is Patrick Fowler. Here's the next pitch. Low, 2-0. So we got a couple different players here in today's game. Reed Houston playing third base. Normally been Trip Marion. Catching has been William Bryant. Today we got Patrick Fowler behind the plate. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Here comes a pitch by Kirk. In there for a strike. 2-1. So Tommy Heatherton, a senior on this ball club, playing second base. Bat right-handed. He wears orange shoes with his white uniform here today. Here comes a 2-1 pitch by Kirk. He's looking in. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball. Mandela at short. He's going to take it off the hop. Throw to first quickly. Not in. Oh, they say he got him. Wow, didn't look like he was going to get him, but they say that he did. So Mandela throws him out to Kirk. That's 2 outs. That brings up the shortstop, Miles Young, the senior on the ball club. Miles Young wearing pink shoes here today. Miles Young is committed to the Georgia Bulldogs after this season. So he's a right-handed batter. 2 outs, no runners on. Kirk, left-handed pitcher. Here comes his first pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1-0. So the Episcopal Knights coming in today's game with a record of 16-7. They have won their last 3 games in a row. Their last loss was on March 17th. Next pitch, foul down the left side. 1-1. This team has won 6 of their last 7 games. Their last loss before that was on Friday, February 13th. So his team is playing hot, where the Eagles at the moment are struggling, losing 5 in a row. Here's the next pitch, outside, 2-1. Eagles trying to see if they can get back on the board. Coach spoke to Coach Adam Maziotti here before the game today, and definitely was frustrated with how things went last night. Thought they were going to make it through the 4th and 5th and 6th inning. Those are the innings they've been struggling. 6th inning last night was their struggle last night. Next pitch, outside, 3-1. That's what I've noticed. I had a little conversation with him about it. Got through the 4th, was good. Into the 5th, and then in the 6th inning, Comstock last night, who pitched really well, started throwing up high. Then Luke Orr came in, and he struggled. Brought in Fuentes, and they were up 4-2, and they lost last night 8-4. Next pitch, swing and a miss, 3-2. Full count here to Miles Young. So the Eagles trying to end this 3-game road trip here this week with a victory here today. They play again on Tuesday night. That game will be on video, 7 p.m. Tuesday night here on the Legacy Sports Network. Here's the next pitch. Hit, rips it to left field. The left fielder falls down. Ball goes all the way to the wall. Young rounds first. He's coming into second. He's going to stop at second and throws it in. And Davila in the outfield there slipped and fell down. And Young is at second base with 2 outs here. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Bryce Bloom Timmons. He is the catcher on this ball club here today. So Bryce Bloom Timmons coming to the plate. Right-handed batter. He's got green shoes, and he matches with green gloves, batting gloves, and a green, kind of like a turquoise bat. So got a runner on second base. Young at second base. He's got all pink shoes, and now he's got a pink sliding glove as well on his left hand. Easy to spot from sitting up here in the stands here today. Patrick Fowler goes out to have a quick little conversation with his pitcher, Kyle Kirk. Kyle Kirk has pitched well here so far, just gave up that double to Young in the left field. Probably would have been a double if Davila didn't fall down. This is a turf field, just slipped and fell. So here comes the first pitch to Bloom Timmons. In there for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Bryce Bloom Timmons on his way to Harvard next year. So 0-1 count to Timmons, who's playing catcher here today. Here comes the pitch by Kirk. Pops it straight up in the air. Mandela at shortstop calling for it himself. He's looking into the sun and catches it. And that is the final out of the inning. So the Episcopal Knights leave 1 runner on. They get 1 hit. No runs, no errors. Eagles with the lead, 1-0 here going into the top of the second inning. Stay with us. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Welcome back to the ballpark here where the Eagles have taken the lead here 1-0 in the top of the first inning. Go to the top of the second inning. Patrick Fowler, the catcher, is coming to bat here today. Patrick Fowler is playing today in place of William Bryant, the regular starting catcher. This will be game number 11 for him on the season. Batting .261 on the season, 6 hits in 23 at-bats. Is a double, a triple, a home run, and 5 RBIs. So the pitcher for the Episcopal Knights, Brooks Allen, still in the game here today. Start the second inning. So we got Fowler, Keegan Cardona, and Webb Lewis coming to bat here today in the top of the second inning for the St. Thomas Eagles. So Patrick Fowler, a right-handed batter. He steps into the box, ready to go. Here's the first pitch. In there for a strike 1. 0-1. Patrick Fowler, he is a junior on this ball club. Next pitch, bouncing ball to the right side. Second baseman slides, picks it up, throws it first. Nice play there by the second baseman, Heatherton. Got him out. Nice slide there by Heatherton in the right field. Through to first baseman Stevens, and 1 out here to start the top of the second inning. Coming up to bat, Keegan Cardona. Keegan Cardona on the season, batting .174. He also pitches, playing right field here today. First pitch down low, 1-0. Cardona, this is game number 12 for him. He's 4 hits in 23 at-bats. Next pitch, in there for a strike. Cardona has a fantastic arm from playing out there in right field, and reason why he's also pitching. He's got a strong arm. Hits the pitch, hit into right field, and it's a base hit by Cardona. So Cardona's on here in the top of the second inning. Nice hit there by Cardona. So Cardona's on. That's going to bring up Webb Lewis playing DH here today for the Eagles. Webb Lewis batting .167 on the season. 2 hits in 12 at-bats. So he's a left-handed batter. Cardona's now at first. Here's a pitch. High, ball 1. So Brooks Allen working on the stretch now with Cardona at first. Cardona on the season, no stolen bases, has not been caught either. Here's the next pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. Crowd has been trickling in here this afternoon. This beautiful 72-degree day here in Houston, Texas. Pitcher Brooks Allen throws over to first, checking on Cardona. So Webb Lewis is a junior on this ball club as well. Batting left-handed. Here comes a pitch by Allen. Low, gets away, and Cardona's going to go to second base since the ball got away from the catcher. So they got a runner in scoring position. Eagles already with the lead 1-0. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Webb Lewis on the season has 2 RBIs. 2 of his hits have both been doubles. So here comes a 2-1 pitch to Webb Lewis. High, outside, 3-1. Lewis is ahead on the count. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Cardona at second base. On deck for the Eagles, Dominic Davila. Here comes a right-hander's pitch by Brooks Allen. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 3-2. Brooks Allen, the pitcher today, he is a junior on this ball club, throwing right-handed. So Webb Lewis, the left-handed batter, waiting for the 3-2 pitch by Allen. Cardona at second. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So that is Brooks Allen's second strikeout of the game.
Now batting number 10, left fielder Dom Davila.
That brings up Dominic Davila coming to the bat. Davila on the season, batting .400, 2 for 5. A right-handed batter. Davila is a senior on this ball club. So Cardona's at second, trying to see if he can bring Cardona in. Already leading 1-0, calls time. Davila wearing pink batting gloves here tonight. Haven't seen him wear these gloves before. They look pretty brand new. So here comes the first pitch to him. High, ball 1. 1-0. Dominic Davila, this is game number 7 for him on the season. He has 1 RBI. So here comes a 1-0 pitch to Davila. Fouls it off to the right side. 1-1. Davila has not had too many opportunities with runners in scoring position, but when he has, he's been successful. He's 1 for 1. So Davila is standing in, ready, looking into Allen, the pitcher. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Jams him and fouls it off. That's going to sting on his hands. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yep, he's stretching out his hands there at the moment. Got jammed on that ball and got the stinger right there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cardona at second base. Brooks Allen trying to get out of this little jam that he's in at the moment. Eagles lean 1-0. Top of the second inning. Allen stretched. Here's the pitch. 1-2 pitch. Fouls off again to the right side. So 1-2 will do it again. Brooks Allen already thrown 34 pitches in this game, 15 this inning. So they're calling. Mazziotti coming to have a little conversation with the home plate umpire. Umpire and the other umpire are going to have a conversation. Not sure what this conversation's about. Davila started walking towards first base there, but he fouled that ball off. So let's see what they're going to decide. He's coming back to bat. So Coach Adam Mazziotti who's the head coach of the St. Thomas Eagles, called time there, came in, had a conversation with the umpire. He's been the coach here since 2018. So 1-2, 2 outs, runner on second. Here comes the right-hander's pitch to Davila. High inside. 2-2. Talking to Coach Adam Asiati last night. He came from the St. Pius X school that we played last night. Won a couple championships. Graduated from there as well. He's an alum. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Curveball got him. Struck him out. Good pitch there by Allen. So that's the end of the top of the second inning. The Eagles leave one runner on. And the score is 1-0 coming into the bottom of the second inning. Episcopal Knights coming up to bat. Stay with us right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Today's St. Thomas Eagles baseball game brought to you by the St. Thomas Eagles Athletic Booster Club. Eagle Fight Never Dies, proud supporters of the Legacy Sports Network. So bottom of the second inning coming up for the Episcopal Knights. They're going to have Marco Quintala coming to bat here to start off the inning. Marco Quintala on his way to Trinity College after his senior year this year. Kyle Kirk pitched a good first inning. Last batter that he faced, he threw 4 strikes in a row. Only gave up 1 hit, left a runner stranded at second base. So here comes the senior, Marco Quintala, coming to bat with the Eagles leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. So the first, second, and third innings for the Eagles lately in this 5-game losing streak, they do well in the first 3 innings. It's the 4, 5, 6, 7 innings that we start to struggle. First pitch is high, ball 1. 1-0. So let's see if we can get good production here from Kirk in the first 3 innings, and then we'll see where we go from there here this afternoon. So 1-0 count to Quintala. Quintala playing second base or third base here today. Here's the next pitch. Hits it high in the air on the left side. Looking for it, and the ball is going to go out of bounds and out of play, and it's going to bounce along the service road that is right next to us here to get onto the freeway. So the ball is rolling, and it's going to roll and stop in the first lane of traffic, and now gets kicked off and goes all the way to the side. So 1-1 count here to Quintala. Bottom of the second inning, Eagles lead 1-0. Here comes the pitch. Outside, 2-1. So the netting here only goes to the dugouts. And then after that, there is no nets. If you pull one hard to the left side, you're going to hit it onto the service road. You pull one to the right side, there's another road next to us as well. Here comes the pitch. Pops it up in the air. Mandela's looking for it. Now the left fielder's going to call for it himself. Davilia's got it. That's the first out of the inning. So Davilia catches that ball. So that's going to bring up Carlos Thatcher, the right fielder, the junior on this ball club, batting in the 6th hole on the Episcopal Knights ball club. Right-handed batter. He's wearing black batting gloves with his white uniform here today. 1 out, no runners on. Kirk, the left-hander, here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. So Fowler today, the catcher for the Eagles, getting play here today, giving William Bryant the day off since they played last night. Their game last night went long, almost a 3-hour ball game last night. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. So back-to-back games for this team. They play again on Tuesday night, live here on Legacy Sports Network with video on Tuesday evening. Join us. Here's the next pitch, fouled off to the right side. So 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Kyle Kirk looking in to Fowler. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Fouls, bounces to the left side. Houston's got it. Throw to first. What a strong arm by Houston, and got him. Nice play there by Houston over there at third base in place of Trip Marion here today. So that's 2 outs.
Now batting number 4, pitcher Brooks Allen.
That's going to bring up Brooks Allen, the pitcher, coming to the bat. He's the junior on this ball club, batting in the 7th hole here today. Batting right-handed. 2 outs, no runners on. Here's a pitch by Kirk. Curveball in there for a strike. Nice pitch there by Kirk. So Kirk pitching well here in this inning. Already thrown 9 pitches. Already with 2 outs. Here's the next pitch. Outside, 1-1. Fowler wanted that one on the outside corner, but did not get it. Kirk, he works out of the stretch when he pitches, even with nobody on base. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. So Kirk, so far in this game, he has 5 outs. 3 of them have been on fly balls, 2 on ground balls. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Fouled it off. 2-2. So deuces wild all over the place. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Only difference is the Eagles with the lead 1-0 here. So Kirk trying to end this inning with a very low pitch count. He's looking into Fowler for the pitch. He's set. Now Allen's going to take time. Steps out of the box. Beautiful ballpark here for the Episcopal Knights. Turf field. Turf infield as well. No dirt. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. It's going to hit the left field. It's going to fall in front of Davila and be a base hit. So it puts a runner on base. That's going to bring up Court Stevens. Court Stevens, the sophomore on this ball club, the youngest player on this ball club starting here today. Everybody is either a junior or a senior. So Court Stevens, a left-handed batter, facing a left-handed pitcher in Kirk. Pops it straight up in the air. Rutsch, the second baseman's call for it. Now Mandela, the shortstop's going to call for it and catches it himself. And that is the end of the bottom of the 2nd inning. The Knights leave 1 runner on. They get 1 hit. They don't score any runs. Eagles still with the lead here. 1-0. Top of the 3rd inning coming up here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
To be a mentor, you don't have to have some special talent. That's why we're having some real-life mentors sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Row, row, row your boat, gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Thanks, that was awful. So remember, to mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect.
Row, row, row your...
Please stop. You just have to call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Houston, Texas, at the Episcopal Knights ballpark here this afternoon, where the Eagles have the lead 1-0. They got that lead in the top of the first inning on Braxton Mandela, got a walk and then stole second base. Ball got away from them at second base. He took off from second to third. Travis Rutsch, the number 2 hitter in the top of the first, hit a sacrifice fly to right field, and Mandela was able to score. That's how we're 1-0 here to start the top of the third inning. So coming to plate, Tyler Vallone fouls the first pitch off to the right side, 0-1. So got emergency personnel cruising by us here at the moment. Next pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. We're here in the heart of the city of Houston today, right here on the corner. Next pitch struck him out looking. So 1 out. That's the 4th strikeout of the game for Brooks Allen. We come back to the top of the lineup with Braxton Mandela at the plate. So Braxton Mandela walked his first time up here today. Left-handed batter, switch hitter, bouncing ball to second baseman. Second baseman's got it, flips it to first, and got him. And that's 2 outs, quick 2 outs here for Allen here in the top of the third inning. Thrown 4 pitches here so far. So that brings up Travis Rutsch to the lineup. He's had a sacrifice fly to start this game off. He was able to bring in Braxton Mandela just a moment in the first inning. Batting right-handed here in today's game. First pitch in there for a strike. So Allen pitching well. Next pitch, ball. Saw this in last night's ball game as well with the starting pitcher for St. Pius X-10. They would get quick 2 outs with 4 or 6 pitches. Same thing here with Allen at the moment. Got 2 outs quickly with 4 pitches. And then they called time there. Then the Eagles were able to work the counts on the starting pitcher last night and get their pitch count up. Knocked him out of the ball game early as well. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Foul, hits it off to the right side. Right fielder's out there, is going to catch it. And that's the end of the top of the third inning with a quick 6-pitch inning for Brooks Allen. Eagles with the lead, 1-0. Knights coming up to bat. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotson. Do you struggle with joint pain that makes everyday activities a challenge? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we offer regenerative joint therapy designed to help you tap into this ability and live pain-free. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Bottom of the third inning, Eagles with the lead 1-0 here this afternoon. Brent and Jen Stogner, serious trial attorneys that specialize in personal injury. They have recovered hundreds of millions of dollars for their clients. If you or someone you love has been involved in a catastrophic accident due to the negligence of someone else, call Brent and Jen Stogner for a free consultation and find out what your case might be worth. Brent and Jen Stogner supporting local high school athletics. So coming up to bat is the number 9 hole hitter, first time up tonight, the junior Solomon Lockett coming to bat, a right-handed batter. Wearing also pink batting gloves here today. You can definitely see these pink batting gloves that these kids are wearing here. Pretty bright. So welcome back to Jess Borg Field. Kyle Kirk, first pitch, hit to left field. Davila on his horse. He catches it almost at the warning track, and that is the first out. Boy, Lockett gave that ball a good ride to right field, but Davila on his horse and catches it. That brings us back to the top of the order with the senior from Reed Sasser, the center fielder, who's on his way to Sewanee College next season. Reed Sasser is the son of the PA announcer, Brian Sasser, here this afternoon. So we got lefty on lefty here. Kirk, a left-handed pitcher. Sasser, a left-handed batter. Here comes the pitch. He's looking to bunt, puts it down. Cardona's going to get it himself, but can't get it, and he's going to get it. Nice little bunt there by Sasser. Gets himself on. And that's going to bring up Tommy Heatherton to the plate. 0 for 1 in the game. So Tommy Henderson going to go to Middle Burney University next season. He is a senior on this ball club. So we got 1 runner on, 1 out. Top of the third inning, or bottom of the third inning, Eagles lead 1-0. Cardona, snap throw over to first base. Checking on Sasser. So Cardona so far in this game, thrown 33 pitches in the game. No strikeouts so far. Giving up 3 hits, a hit in each inning, but able to strand all those runners. Snap throw back over to first base again. So Cardona works out of the stretch even when there's no runners on base. Cardona, coming to today's game, has left 12 batters on base. Players are batting .234 against him. Throwing back over to first base again. So he's thrown 3 pitches in a row, 3 throws over to first base. Checking on Sasser. Doesn't want Sasser to get into scoring position with the Eagles leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. 1 out. Here comes the pitch finally. And Fowler catches it outside, 1-0. Good move there by Fowler. Came out of his stance. Was able to catch that ball cleanly outside, 1-0. Heatherton 0 for 1 here so far in this game. Grounded out his first time up. Cardona back to first base. Cardona, as he throws to first, he looks like he's going to pitch, but he just, almost like a wind-up position and then throwing to first base. So Cardona's thrown 4 throws already over to first base on Sasser. Definitely worried about Sasser. Sasser's got a pretty good lead. Left foot, he's about almost 9 feet from the bag. Here comes the pitch by Cardona. They're going to throw outside, 2-0. Heatherton was showing bunt there. Houston, the third baseman, was running in. So Houston's playing on the grass at third here today, in place of Trip Marion, the freshman. Houston's looking for a bunt. 2-0 pitch coming. This time he rips it in between third and short, and base hit. And they got runners on first and second. Nice hit there by Heatherton. So that brings up the senior, Miles Young. Miles Young today, 1 for 1. Had a double in the first inning. Hit a ball to left field where Davila fell down, and the ball went to the wall, and Young was able to go all the way into second base. Miles Young committed to Georgia Bulldogs next season. 2 runners on, 1 out. Infield playing regular depth. Here comes the pitch by Cardona. Kirk in the dirt. 1-0. So Travis Rush playing second base and Braxton Mandela today playing short. Trying to see if they can turn 2. Different infield look here today for the Eagles. Here comes a 1-0 pitch by Kirk. He's going to flip back to second base. So you got Sasser at second, Heatherton at first. Eagles leading 1-0, 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. We're at the 3-hole hitter on this ball club, Miles Young. 1 for 1. Now he does throw back to second base. Rutsch gets it, but Sasser is back. So Kirk getting himself set, looking into Fowler. Here comes his 1-0. Oh, he's going to throw back to second again. Boy, he is definitely concerned about Sasser over there at second base. He was concerned about him at first base. Now he's concerned about him at second base. That's a tying run over there at second base here for the Knights. So he's only thrown one pitch to Miles Young. 1-0 count. Here comes the pitch. Fouls it off to the right side, and it goes out of play. It's going to hit the street and bounce. So 1-1. Ball bounced and went into a yard next to us. We're sitting here today at the corner of the west loop of 610 and Bissonnet Road. So 1-1 count to Miles Young. Here comes the left-hander's pitch by Kirk. Pops it up to the right side. Right fielder Cardona called for it. He's got it on the line. Sasser looked like he wanted to run. Throws it in, and Sasser does not move from second to third. Cardona with an arm out there in the outfield.
Now batting catcher, Bryce Bloom Timmons.
So it's going to bring up the catcher, Bryce Bloom Timmons, coming to the plate. 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Bryce Bloom Timmons on his way to Harvard University next season. I definitely caught my eye when I saw that here this afternoon. A Georgia commit and a Harvard commit here for the Knights. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, high, ball 1. 1-0. Cardona trying to get out of this jam with 2 runners on. Got 2 outs. Tying run at second base in Sasser. Here comes his 1-0 pitch. On the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1. Eagles lead 1-0. Started this game with a walk by Mandela. Went to second on a stolen base. Ball got away, got to third. And then Travis Rutsch, the second baseman, with a sacrifice fly to right field. That's how we're at 1-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Pops it up to the right side. It's going to stay in play. First baseman's running for it, and he catches it. Kirk catches it in foul ground territory, and that is the final out of the bottom of the third inning. So the Knights leave 2 runners on base, don't score. Eagles coming up to bat here in the top of the 4th inning. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotze. Do you struggle with joint pain that makes everyday activities a challenge? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we offer regenerative joint therapy designed to help you tap into this ability and live pain-free. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698.
Top of the 4th inning here from Jess Borg Field here in Houston, Texas, where the St. Thomas Eagles have the lead 1-0. Legacy Sports Network, LSNsports.com, broadcasting high school athletics for 18 years in the greater Houston area, is building a legacy one game at a time. Please follow us on our social media pages. Like us on Facebook by looking up LSN Sports, or follow us on X at Legacy Sportsnet and on Instagram at Legacy Sports Network. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon for Saturday afternoon baseball here in Houston, Texas at the Episcopal Knights Ballpark. Beautiful afternoon for baseball here today. A little bit of a cloud cover, and we're sitting at a cool 74 degrees. Wind is blowing in from the outfield about 7 miles per hour. So Brooks Allen still in the game here today for the Knights. 3 innings pitched, giving up 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. He's 9 outs in this game so far, 4 by strikeouts, 3 on groundouts, and 2 on fly balls. Coming up to bat will be Reed Houston today. Reed Houston in place today of Trip Marion, giving Trip Marion the day off after he played in yesterday's ball game. Reed Houston batting on the season .292. This is game number 12 for him today. He's 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0. Houston batting in the 3-hole here today. Here comes the right-hander's pitch by Allen. Outside 2-0. Allen so far in this game thrown 45 pitches in this ball game here today. Start at the top of the 4th inning. Eagles seeing if they can put some more runs on the board, leading 1-0. Here's a pitch hit down the by the third baseman and gets into left field and base hit. Gets it just by the outstretched arms of Quintala at third base, and Houston is on at first base. So that brings up the first baseman, Kevin Kirk, who just caught the last foul ball to get out of the inning there in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Struck out his first time up, left-handed batter, batting .143 on the season. Here's the first pitch. Inside, 1-0. So you got Reed Houston over there at first base. Reed Houston with 2 stolen bases on the season. Next pitch high, 2-0. Has not been caught stealing. Nice to see Houston getting the opportunity to play here today in the starting lineup. So 2-0 count by Brooks Allen. Here's the pitch. Hits it off the left side. Goes over the head of the third baseman, Quintala. Houston's going to stop at second base, and we got runners at first and second. Nice hit there by Kirk. Down the left side, started slicing away just over the outstretched arms of Quintala. So 2 balls right by Quintala. He dove for the one by Houston, wasn't able to get it, and this one went over his head. And the Eagles have 2 runners on, first and second with no outs, with the catcher Patrick Fowler coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 in this game here today, grounded out his first time up. Patrick Fowler batting .261 on the season. Does have a home run and a triple and a double with 5 RBIs. So, Eagles in good position here to start the top of the 4th inning. They're looking for a bunt. He's not bunting. Wow, the third baseman and the first baseman are all the way up. The shortstop went all the way over to third base to make sure Houston didn't take off going to third. But Fowler did not show he was going to bunt. So now the third baseman goes all the way back into his normal position. So does the first baseman. Those guys were about 10 feet away, and Fowler was not showing bunt. So the first baseman, he's on the grass. Now he's running in. Second pitch is high, 2-0. So they're thinking the Eagles are going to play small ball here at the moment. Now they're going to call time. And they're going to walk out and have a little quick conversation and talk about things here at the moment. While they're doing that, we're going to take a quick timeout as well. Eagles leading 1-0. 2 runners on. We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
All right, we're back. 2-0 count here to Fowler. Runners on first and second. Everybody had a conversation. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. Hits it to the right side, line out to the second baseman who drops it, and they're going to try to get a double play. And what are they calling that? Second baseman dropped that on purpose. They're going to call that in. Let's see what they're going to call that here. So everybody's coming out. Second baseman dropped that ball on purpose, trying to get a double play. and they're only going to call 1 out. They're going to call that infield fly. So second baseman tried to
Now batting right fielder Keegan Cardona.
catch them off there, but 1 out. So everybody stays in position. Still got runners on first and second. Bring up Keegan Cardona, the right fielder today. 1 for 1 in the game so far. So still got runners on first and second. 1 out. Here's a pitch. Outside corner for strike 1. 0-1. So Cardona batting left-handed here today. Cardona batting 174 coming into today's game. Next pitch is high. 1-1. So Heatherton, the second baseman, tried to drop the ball at second base when the ball came to him, trying to get a double play, but they just called it out on Fowler. So 1 out. 1-1 pitch coming by Allen. Cardona fouls it off to the left side. 1-2. Brooks Allen already thrown 55 pitches in this game here in the top of the 4th inning. Right-handed pitcher. Cardona, a left-handed batter as a sophomore. Here comes a 1-2 pitch, way outside, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runners on first and second. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play. Here comes a 2-2 pitch by the right-hander. High, 3-2. So Cardona's worked this count to a full count. Cardona batting .500 with runners in scoring position. 2 runners on. Here's a full count pitch. High, ball 4. Walks him. So bases are loaded for Webb Lewis coming to the plate. So now you got Houston at third.
Now batting number 9, designated hitter
Kevin
Will
Kirk
Lewis.
at second. Keegan Cardona at first. And now they're going to come out, and it looks like we're going to take out Brooks Allen. So that's going to be the end of the day for Brooks Allen. Pitches 3 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. We'll be back with a pitching change with the Eagles leading 1-0. We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
You know, to mentor a child, you don't have to be the most talented person in the world. To prove that point, we're here with 3 real-life mentors who are going to sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Thanks, guys. That was awful. As you can see, you don't have to be perfect to mentor a child. You just have to be yourself, which, by the way, is pretty good.
Excuse me, we don't think we nailed it that time. Can we try it again?
Not a chance. Do good. Mentor a child. Call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR. 1-877-BE-A-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HWC.com to learn more. Or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or Hotze, HWC.com.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
So new pitcher in the ball game here for the Episcopal Knights is Dillard Jennings. First pitch to Webb Lewis is a strike, 0-1. Here comes the next pitch by Dillard Jennings, down low, 1-1. So Dillard Jennings comes into play for Brooks Allen, who pitched 3 1/3 innings here today. So 1-1 count to Lewis. Bases are loaded for the Eagles. They could break this game open. Next pitch inside, 2-1. 1 out, runners on every bag here at the moment. Got Houston at third, Kirk at second, Cardona at first. Lewis ahead of the count, 2-1. Here's the left-hander's pitch. Down low, 3-1. Webb Lewis on the season. He has 4 walks, batting 167. Webb Lewis, he definitely watches some pitches come by. He averages over 4 pitches in that bat. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the left-hander's pitch. Inside, ball 4, and he walks him. So the Eagles put another run on the board.
Batting number 10, left fielder, Dom DeVilla.
So here comes Dominic Davila coming to bat. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Opportunity still with the bases loaded here at the moment. Came into today's game batting .400, 2 for 5. Game number 7 for him on the season. Batting right-handed. Jennings, a left-handed pitcher. Here comes a pitch. Fouls it off. 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Davila. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. Jennings struggling here, coming in relief here at the moment, a left-hander. Got the bases loaded. 1-1 count to Davila. Here's the next pitch. Hits it off to the right side. Is the ball going to drop in? Center fielder's on his horse. He catches it, brings it in. Third base, Houston's going to tag up and score. And the second baseman, Cardona, goes in as well. So Kirk scores from third, and Cardona goes to third.
Next up for the Eagles, number 8, center fielder, Tyler Bellaire.
So now you got runners at first and third. Eagles with the lead 3-0. Tyler Valone coming to bat. Right-handed batter. 0 for 1 in the game. Struck out his first time up. Runners on the corners. Lewis at first. And Cardona at third. Here comes the left-hander pitch. Jennings going to throw over to first. Cardona, he slid head first into third base. Again, this is like a turf field, and bounced his helmet off of his head. He's looking at his hands. His hand's probably a little scuffed up after sliding in head first there. Here comes the pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1. So Tyler Valone playing here today. Game number 19 for him on the season. Batting .222. Batting .308 with runners in scoring position. Here comes the left-hander's pitch. Outside, 1-1. Tyler Valone with 4 RBIs on the season. 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Batting .308 with runners in scoring position. He averages seeing about 3 pitches an at-bat. quick throw back over to first base, checking on Lewis over there at first. Lewis on the season, no stolen bases, has not been caught either. So Jennings set. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. High, 2-1. On deck, Braxton Mandela for the Eagles. He's 0 for 1 in the game. Braxton been one of the better hitters on this ball club here in this losing stretch that the Eagles are on. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runners on the corners. Here comes the pitch. Down low. And the second baseman, they take off running. Lewis goes down to second. And now you got runners at second and third. So Lewis took off going to second. They were hoping that they would throw down to second. Cardona stays at third. Here comes a pitch by Jennings. Hits a bouncer to the shortstop. He's on his horse. Throw to first. Got him. And that's the end of the inning. But the Eagles, they add 2 more runs here on the board. They take the lead 3-0 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Stay with us right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
To be a mentor, you don't have to have some special talent. That's why we're having some real-life mentors sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Row, row, row your boat, gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Thanks, that was awful. So remember, to mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect.
Row, row, row your...
Please stop. You just have to call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Eagles with the lead here, 3-0 here to start the bottom of the 4th inning. Today's St. Thomas Eagles baseball game is brought to you by the St. Thomas Eagles Athletic Booster Club. Eagle Fight Never Dies, proud supporters of the Legacy Sports Network. And Brent and Jen Stogner, serious trial attorneys that specialize in personal injury. They've recovered hundreds of millions of dollars for their clients. If you or someone you love has been involved in a catastrophic accident due to negligence of someone else, call Brent and Jen Stogner for a free consultation and find out what your case might be worth. Brent and Jen Stogner supporting local high school athletics. So bottom of the 4th inning, Kyle Kirk today still pitching in this game. Left-handed pitcher, 3 innings, 4 hits, no strikeouts. 7 of his 9 outs have been all by fly balls here in this game so far. So up to bat, Marco Quintala at the plate. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Quintala today 0 for 1 in this game. Flew out his first time up. So here comes the pitch by the left-hander Kirk. Hits it into center field. It's going to drop in front of Vallone and base hit. So 1 runner on. That's going to bring up the right fielder Carlos Thatcher for the Knights. So Carlos Thatcher 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Runner on first base, no outs. Kirk with a 3-0 lead here now in the bottom of the 4th inning. Eagles added 2 runs there in the top of the 4th. Coach Adam Maziotti coming out to have a conversation with his entire team at the moment. Even coming out is, that looked like Brandon Comstock, who came running out as well. Nope, that was actually Webb Lewis who came out. So we're having a little conversation. All right, so here we are. The Eagles have lost their last 5 games in a row. And the reason they've been struggling in this 5-game stretch is where we are now. We're in the 4th inning. It's the 4th, 5th, and 6th innings that they start to struggle. So Coach Adam Mazziati out there to have a little quick conversation just to let everybody know, hey, we're in good shape, even though we got a runner on base. The Eagles lost last night's game 4-8, gave up 6 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. They lost on Tuesday to Concordia Lutheran Varsity in extra innings, 5-4. They lost last Friday to the Concordia Lutheran Crusaders 3-0. And then on Tuesday last week, they lost to the Lutheran Southern Academy 12-0. And then 2 weeks ago today against the Kincaid Falcons, they lost 6-3 after they were leading that game. Their last win was on March 12th against the Valley Christian School from Arizona 5-4. Cardona's going to throw over to first base to check on them. Make sure Quintala's not on his way to second base. So Kirk is the pitcher here at the moment. I keep saying Cardona. Cardona's out there in right field. So Kirk is pitching. Here's the left-hander's pitch by Kirk. High, ball 1. 1-0. Kirk has pitched well so far. He's given up a hit in every inning. Last inning, he had 2 runners on, was able to strand them both, not able to score. Here comes a 1-0 pitch by Kirk. Low, 2-0. Eagles do have a player warming up in their bullpen. We can see him right here on the left field line. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 runner on. Here's a pitch. Outside, 3-0. Kirk wanted that one on the outside corner. Can't see the number of the player that's warming up down for the Eagles. Here comes a 3-0 pitch. Outside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Thatcher. That's going to bring up the pitcher Brooks Allen to the plate for the Knights.
Brooks Allen.
So Brooks Allen coming to play. He's 1 for 1 with a single here so far in this game here today. Brooks Allen is a junior on this ball club. So you got Quintala at second, Thatcher at first for the Knights. Bottom of the 4th inning, Eagles lead 3-0. Kirk looking into Fowler for the pitch. And now Allen steps out. Kirk is ready to go. Kirk does all of his pitching from the stretch. And third baseman Houston came running in. Mandela went to third, and boy, they had an opportunity there. They could have thrown to second base. Quintala fell down, but they didn't do anything with it. Kirk just stepped off the mound. So here comes the first pitch to Allen. Nope, Cardona steps off again. Eagles lead 3-0, bottom of the 4th inning. They got 2 runners on here for the Knights at the moment with Brooks Allen at the plate. 1 for 1 in the game. Cardona out there in right field, looking in. First pitch is down low by Kirk. 1-0. So Kirk finally throws his first pitch of the at-bat to Allen. Outfield is playing regular depth except for the left fielder. He is deep, Davila. 1-0 pitch here coming by Kirk, the left-hander. Swing and a miss. Strike. So 1-1. No outs. Kirk in a little bit of a jam here at the moment. Opposing players are batting .234 against, or .288 against Kirk. Here comes a 1-1 pitch by Kirk. High, 2-1. Kirk is struggling here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 9 pitches so far. No outs recorded yet. Behind on the count, 2-1. Kirk looking in for the pitch. He's set. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Kirk would love to record his first strikeout of the game if he can right here. Kirk in 12 innings pitched has struck out 12 guys on the season. Trying to see if he can get strikeout number 13 on the season right here for him. Here comes a 2-2 pitch to Allen. Swing and a miss, got him. So that's the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up the number 8 hitter in the lineup, Court Stevens, the first baseman. So they bring in a substitution here at the moment, but they didn't give me all the players on this team. So the right-handed batter is coming to the bat. Kirk, 1 out, 2 runners on, runner on first and second. Eagles lead 3-0, bottom of the 4th inning here. They're watching Quintala there at second base. Here's the first pitch, bouncing ball. Houston at third's got it. He's going to throw to first, get the lead runner, throw all the way back to Houston at third. So you get 1 runner. So 1 out, or 2 outs. That's going to bring up Solomon Lockett, the left fielder, 0 for 1 in the game here today. Flew out his first time up, wearing pink shoes and pink batting gloves. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Kirk trying to get out of this jam. He was in a jam in the third, trying to get out of the jam in the fourth, giving up no runs. Fowler, first pitch outside, able to backhand it, 1-0. Eagles lead 3-0. Tying run is at the plate for the Knights. Kirk looking into Fowler for the pitch. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. So the cloud cover here in Houston is clearing up a little bit here at the moment. Getting a little bit warmer, 75-degree day here. Hardly any wind now at the ballpark. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here comes Kirk's pitch. Hits it to Mandela at short and gets it, and we get out of the inning. Kirk gets out of the jam here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Knights don't score any runs. Eagles with the lead, 3-0. Top of the 5th inning coming up. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HotzeHWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or HotzeHWC.com.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Number 11, shortstop
Welcome back here to Jess Borg Field, where the Eagles have the lead here 3-0 to start the top of the 5th inning. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Next pitch, hit to center field. Center fielder standing underneath it. He's going to catch it, and that's the first out of the inning here for the Eagles. So Sasser in center field catches it.
Second baseman Travis Rush.
So we go to Travis Rush. That was Braxton Mandela that hit that ball to center field. Travis Rush coming to the plate. 0 for 1 in the game. Does have an RBI, sacrifice fly, brought in Mandela in the first inning to get the first run on the board. So here comes the left-hander's pitch. Rush showing bunt, but takes the first pitch for outside. Ball 1. 1-0. Travis Rush batting .417 on the season. 15 hits and 36 at-bats. Third baseman Quintala standing on the grass. Now he's going to hit it. And it's going to hit right to the second baseman, Heatherton, and that is the second out of the inning. So 2 outs. Quick 2 outs, 4 innings, 4 pitches thrown here. This is going to bring up Reed Houston to the plate. He's 1 for 2 in the game with a ground out and a walk here, and a base hit. Today's game brought to you by the Texan GMC Buick Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We hear you. Here comes the left-hander's pitch. In there for strike 1. Boy, the umpire there behind the plate, he definitely takes a lot of time there to call his first pitch for a strike, just like we saw in last night's ball game as well. Next pitch is down low, 1-1. So the Eagles leading 3-0. Top of the order here at the moment. Eagles have reached base 2 of 5 times with the leadoff batter. Didn't do it on this one here this afternoon, and this inning here. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. High, 2-1. Houston trying to get on base for Kevin Kirk, who's standing on deck, who's 1 for 2 in this game. Here comes the left-hander's pitch to Houston. Down low, 3-1. Houston trying to get himself on base. No runners on 2 outs. Infield playing deep. Shortstop and second baseman are on the grass. Next pitch, hit on the left side. Quintala backs up, gets it. He's going to throw. Bounce it. Get it in. No. Base hit. It's a nice play there, though, by Quintala. Quintala able to get it. Then he spun around, trying to throw to first, but the ball bounced, and Houston is too fast to get down the line and gets down quickly. So that brings up the first baseman, Kevin Kirk, to the plate. 1 for 2 in the game here today. Kevin Kirk, a left-handed batter. Pitching is a left-hander here as well. Kirk batting .143 on the season. Had a good base hit the last time up to right field. First pitch in there on the inside for strike 1. 0-1. Kevin Kirk in the cleanup spot here today. Playing first base for the normal first baseman, Henry Beck. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Down low. 1-1. Reed Houston standing over there at first base for the Eagles. Houston with no stolen bases and no caught steals as well. Next pitch fouled off there by Kirk. So Kirk behind in the count, 1-2. Left-handers looking into the left-handed pitcher. 2 outs. Runner on. 1-2 pitch coming. Low, 2-2. Infield playing deep. Outfield playing normal depth. Not very deep. Sasser, the center fielder, doesn't look very deep at all. He's actually walking in. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and struck him out. So the Eagles leave 1 runner on base. and the Episcopal Knights coming up to bat. Eagles leading 3-0. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Bottom of the fifth inning coming up for the Episcopal Knights. New pitcher here today now for the Eagles. Hunter Sage coming in to pitch for Kyle Kirk. Hunter Sage not wearing the knee brace on tonight. Been seeing the knee brace on him the entire season, but tonight, this afternoon, does not have it on. So Kirk ends the day today. Kyle Kirk ends the day. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. So we go to the top of the 5th inning. Coach Adam Maziotti deciding not to stay with his pitcher into the 5th inning tonight. Last night they stayed with Comstock all the way into the 6th inning. We're going to bring in Hunter Sage now to pitch. Hunter Sage, this will be game number 8 for him on the season. 9 2/3 innings. He has an ERA of 5.07. 7 strikeouts, 7 walks. Giving up 8 hits in 9 innings. So we go back to the top of the order here for the Knights. Reed Sasser at the plate. 1 for 2 in the game. Flew out and got a base hit his last time up. Wearing purple shoes. Left-handed batter. Hunter Sage, a right-handed pitcher. Here comes the first pitch. Pops it straight up in the air. Mandela's calling for it. Mandela, the shortstop, he's coming in for it, and he gets it right in between second base and the mound. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That's going to bring up the second baseman. Hetherington coming to the plate. He's 1 for 2 as well. Ground out and got a base hit his last time up at the plate as well. Hunter Sage, the pitcher. Players are batting .222 against him on the season. Here comes the right-hander's pitch to the right-handed hitter. Outside. Oh, they called that a strike. 0-1. So Hunter Sage into the game here in relief of Kyle Kirk. These are the innings that they've been struggling. Maziotti trying to make some changes here today. Next pitch hit to the right side. Cardona's on his horse in right field. Ball's going to go over his head, off the top of the wall. Ball bounces back. Cardona's coming back. Here comes Rush, the second baseman, to get it. He's going to go all the way into third for a triple. Nice hit there by Hetherington. Went over the head of Cardona, hit the top of the wall, came back. Travis Rush, the second baseman, went all the way out there into right field to help get the ball. Brought it back in, and now they got a runner on third base with 1 out, with Miles Young, the shortstop, coming to bat. He has a double today, 1 for 2. Got a double in the first inning. A ball that he hit the left field. Left fielder fell down. Ball went to the wall, and he got into second base. So he got an opportunity to put a run on the board. First pitch is a strike. So runner on third base. Miles Young at the plate. Right-handed batter. Next pitch, curveball. Straight up in the air, hits it up. Mandela's calling for it again, the shortstop. At the pitching mound, catches it. So 2 batters that Sage has been able to get them to pop straight up into the air.
Now batting catcher, Bryce.
So you got 2 outs That brings up the catcher, Bryce Bloom Timmons, to the plate. Bryce Bloom Timmons, the Harvard commit for next season, right-handed batter, betting. He's 0 for 2 in this game here today. So Sage trying to get out of this jam with a runner on third. Here's a right-hander's pitch in the dirt, gets by Fowler, and he's going to score. So they put a run on the board. Ball gets away from Fowler there. Didn't get very far from him on the left side, about 15 feet away, but Heatherton was pretty much far down the line. He almost could walk himself in. So they put a first run on the board here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-1. No runners on base, 2 outs. Infield playing deep now. Here's the next pitch. Fouled off to the right side. 1-1. So join us Tuesday night. We'll have more St. Thomas action. This game will be on video with playing the St. Pius X Panthers again, where we lost to last night 8-4. Game will have video coverage on the Legacy Sports Network. There's 1-1 pitch. Pops it straight up. It's going to go, looks like it's going to go over the net. It does. Goes out of play and stays in the ballpark. Does not go out on the street. So 1-2. So that game will be at Father Wilson Field on Tuesday night. First pitch will be at 7 p.m. I'll be on the call for that game on Tuesday night as well. Their next game after Tuesday will be on Thursday at 4 o'clock against the St. John's Lions in Katy, Texas at Lions Field for afternoon baseball at 4 o'clock. Next pitch, ball, 2-2. So the Knights have put 1 run on the board here in the bottom of the 5th inning, 3-1. Eagles with the lead. Hunter Sage in relief here of Kyle Kirk. Right-hander's 2-2 pitch coming. Pops it straight up in the L. 3 pop-ups in a row, and Mandela looks like he's going to call for this one as well. Mandela's going to catch all 3 of them, and that is the end of the bottom of the 5th inning. But the Knights put 1 run on the board on a triple, and they make the score now. Eagles 3, Knights 1, top of the 6th inning coming up. Stay with us right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Welcome back to Jess Borg Field here in Houston, Texas for afternoon baseball here where the St. Thomas Eagles with the lead here 3-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Coming to bat is the catcher Patrick Fowler to the plate for the Eagles. Right-handed batter. Here comes the left-hander's pitch. On the outside corner for strike 1. Today's St. Thomas Eagles baseball game brought to you by the St. Thomas Eagles Athletic Booster Club. Eagle Fight never dies, proud supporters of the Legacy Sports Network. Next pitch, down low, 1-1. So Fowler at the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the game, ground out and lined out in this ball game here today. Here comes the left-hander's pitch on the outside corner. Strike 2, 1-2. So St. Thomas Eagles with Fowler, Cardona, and Webb Lewis coming to bat here in the top of the 6th inning. Here comes the left-hander's pitch, and he hits it to left field. Left fielder's right at him. Lockett catches it, and that is the first out of the inning. So 1 out. That's going to bring up Keegan Cardona, the right fielder here in today's game. He's 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Keegan Cardona on the season coming into today's game was batting 174. Got a base hit early on into right field. Nice hit earlier in the game. Lefty on lefty. First pitch is a swing and a miss. 0-1. It's warming up here tonight, this afternoon here in Houston, Texas. Next pitch, down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cardona looking into the left-handed batter. Up to 76 degrees here. Wind is nothing at the moment. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2. So Cardona's behind in the count. 1 out, no runners on. Eagles leading 3-1. Here comes the left-hander's pitch. Down low, 2-2. Good eye there by Cardona. So the Eagles scored 1 run in the top of the 1st. Added 2 more in the top of the 4th. The Knights just put a run on in the 5th on a triple there by the second baseman Heatherton. And they brought him in on a ball that got away from Fowler. Next pitch hit down the right field to the first baseman. Steps on the bag, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 outs. It's going to bring up Webb Lewis.
Now batting designated hitter Webb Lewis.
Playing a designated hitter in today's game, batting 167, 0 for 1. Does have an RBI and a walk. So left-handed batter Webb Lewis at the plate. 2 lefties, lefty pitcher, lefty hitter. Hits it, Squibber gets past the pitcher. Shortstop gets it, throws to first, got him. Nice play there by Young to throw him out. And that's the end of the top of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Eagles still leading 3-1. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. Eagles leading 3-1 here at Jess Borg Field in Houston, Texas for this afternoon's ballgame. Thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network. Hunter Sage still in the ballgame, came in relief there in the last inning, gave up a hit and a run. No walks, no strikeouts. So here comes Marco Quintilia coming up to bat. So the Eagles lead 3-1 here at the bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes the pitch. Curveball. Apparently high for ball 1. 1-0. Looked like it was a strike from where I was sitting. But I'm sitting up high, about 30 feet up in the air. So 1-0 count. Here comes the right-hander's pitch. High, 2-0. Okay, we made it through the 4th and 5th inning. Here we are in the 6th inning. Can the Eagles get by here in the 6th inning here today? 4th, 5th, and 6th innings are our struggles. Last night, we did well in the 4th and 5th, then fell apart in the 6th. Can we stay doing well here in the 6th? Next pitch. In there for a strike. Eagles have nobody warming up in the pen, so we're going to count on Hunter Sage here at the moment. Hunter Sage coming into today's game, 9 2/3 innings pitched with a 5.069 ERA. 7 strikeouts in 9 innings pitched. Batters are batting .222. Here's the pitch. Outside, 3-1. Hunter Sage on the season has walked 7 guys as well. He's 0-2 on the season. He's faced 48 batters before today's game. So here comes a 3-1 pitch by the right-hander. Outside. Oh, they called that a strike. Boy, that ball looked like it was outside. So we get a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No outs, nobody on. Infield playing deep. Mandela and Rutsch, the shortstop and second baseman, on the turf in the outfield. Here comes a 3-2 pitch by Sage. Pops it up off the right side, goes out of play. It's going to hit a car, possibly. Bounces in front of a car on the road and goes all the way to the sidewalk. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got to remember this ballpark when I'm driving by. Be careful. Foul balls could happen. Here comes a 3-2 pitch by Hunter Sage. Hits it to Mandela. Mandela tries to get it off his glove. Backhands it. Doesn't get it. He's going to round first, going to second. Mandela gets the ball into Rutsch quickly. And he's going to get into second base. So the Mandela tried to get that ball at second base with a backhand. Ball bounced off his glove, went into left field. He chased it down, threw it into Rutsch at second. And that puts the runner now at second base. So that brings up Carlos Thatcher, the right fielder, 0 for 1 in the game, ground out and a walk. He's the tying run. Eagles lead 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. No outs. Sage taking his time. Here's the pitch. Pops it up into left field, into deep left center field. They're on their horse. Ball goes to the wall. Throwing it in. Runner around in third. He's going to score. And they get a double on that play, and then they make it 3-2. Boy, that ball was hit deep into left field. Went all the way to the wall. Davila ran on his horse but couldn't get there in time. So now you got runners at second base still with no outs. Tying run is at second base. Coming to bat now is a right-handed batter. A replacement for Brooks Allen. Don't have the names of all these players for the Episcopal Knights here this afternoon. So runner on second. No outs. Sage in a little bit of trouble. They're going to throw a bunt. Puts it down the right side, but it's foul. So 0-1. No outs. Episcopal Knights trying to tie this game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 runners have made it to second base here in this inning. 1 has scored. Sage taking his time here at the moment. Infield playing a regular depth now. 0-1 count. Here comes a right-hander's pitch to the right-handed batter of the Knights. Going to throw a bunt down again. Gets it down. First baseman's got it. Going to throw to first. Nice play there by Kirk. Rutsch covering first. Nice play there by the Eagles. That does run to move the runner from second to third. So now you got a runner, the tying run 90 feet away. Episcopal Knights have a right-handed batter coming up the plate. Infield for the Eagles is going to play in. Mandela is on the grass at shortstop. Third baseman Houston almost on the grass. Travis Rush, the second baseman, on the grass. Kirk, first baseman, on the grass. Here's the first pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1. Eagles have nobody warming up in the pen. Eagles leading 3-2. Crowd trying to cheer on the Episcopal Knights, their home ballpark. They've got a double hitter action here today for them. This is game 1 for them. Here comes the 0-1 pitch by Sage. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Boy, Sage would love to get a strikeout here to get the second out of the inning. Sage had 7 strikeouts coming in today's game. No strikeouts in this game so far. 3 of his 4 outs have been on fly balls. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to the right-hander. Bounces it in, but Fowler keeps it in front of him. That was a curveball that only went 58 feet. So Sage, in relief. All season I've been seeing him wear a knee brace. Today he does not have a knee brace. He was always easy to pick out wearing a knee brace over his uniform, but apparently his knee's doing better. So here comes a 1-2 pitch. Hits it over the Mandela. It's a base hit into left field, and that brings in the runner from third base and ties the game. So 3-3. 1 out, 1 runner on first.
Now batting left fielder number 14, Solomon.
This brings up Solomon Lockett, who's 0 for 2 in the game, flew out and lined out. So runner on first, 1 out. Infield now playing normal depth for the Eagles. Bottom of the 6th, tie game 3-3. Episcopal Knights put 2 runs on the board here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He's going to throw a bunt down, but misses it, strike 1. 0-1. So the Eagles, just like last night, they were leading last night 4-2, then gave up 6 runs in the 6th inning. Today they were leading 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now have given up 2 runs to tie the game 3-3. Quick throw to first. That was a quick snap throw there by Sage. So Sage thrown 15 pitches already in this inning. Here comes a pitch. Outside, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Lockett, the number 9 hole hitter on this ball club for the Knights. Sage looking into his catcher Fowler. Throws a quick snap throw over to first base. One ball, 1 strike, 1 runner on first base. Right-handed batter Lockett at the plate. Here comes a pitch by Sage. Hits it to Houston, goes under the third baseman's glove into left field. And now we got runners on first and second still with 1 out, and we come back to the top of the order for the Knights. So that ball just went under Reed Houston's glove there at third base. So here comes Reed Sasser to the plate. Reed Sasser on his way to Sewanee University, which I did not know where that is. That's in Tennessee. So they got the winning run at second base. 1 out. Left-handed batter Sasser at the plate. 1 for 3 in the game. 2 flyouts and a single. Now they call time. 1 out so far in this inning. So Sage gets a set. Here comes his pitch. High, ball 1. 1-0. Hunter Sage in relief now has thrown 28 pitches in this game in 1 1/3 innings. Left-handed Sasser at the plate, wearing purple shoes with an open stance. Here comes the right-hander's pitch by Sage. Outside, 2-0. Eagles still have nobody warming up in the pen. Mazziotti staying with Sage here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 runs have come in across the board here in the bottom of the 6th for the Knights. Tie game, 3-3. 2-0 pitch coming to Sasser, the left-handed batter. Curveball, down low, 3-0. If he walks him here, I can see them having a conversation with the pitching coach or Mazziotti coming out to have a conversation with Sage. Sage is battling here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 balls, no strikes to Sasser. Here comes a pitch. Right down the middle for strike 1. 3-1. Sage looking for a double play. Infield playing regular depth. Sage is set. 3-1 pitch. Pops it up to the left side. Mandela, Davila is going to call for it himself in left field, and he catches it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. It's a big out here for Sage. So 2 outs. That brings up Tommy Heatherton, who had a triple his last time up over the right field. Cardona went off the top of the wall, almost went out of the ballpark. Wind is now blowing to the right at about 10 miles per hour. Heatherton wearing orange shoes. He's 2 for 3 in the game, a triple and a single. Runners on first and second, tie game 3-3. Hunter Sage, the right-hander pitcher, throws a strike. 0-1. Heatherton, a right-handed batter, stepping back in. Infield for the Eagles playing regular depth. Trying to keep these runners on base. Here comes Sage's 0-1 pitch. Curveball gets ahead of the count and fouls it off into the Eagle dugout on the third base side. Jackson Riles going to go run down the ball. So no balls, 2 strikes. Sage trying to get out of this jam here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Give them an opportunity to get back to the plate here in the top of the 7th inning with a tie game. 0-2 pitch coming by Sage. Here it is. Hits it to Mandela at short. Mandela flips it to second to Rutsch, and they get out of the inning. So the Knights score 2. They tie this game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the 7th inning coming up. Stay with us right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotze. Do you struggle with joint pain that makes everyday activities a challenge? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we offer regenerative joint therapy designed to help you tap into this ability and live pain-free. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
Welcome back to Jess Borg Field. We are tied up 3-3 here in the top of the 7th inning. Coming to bat for the Eagles now will be the left fielder, Dominic Davila. Coming to plate, He's 0 for 1 in the game, a walk or a strikeout and a sacrifice fly. So right-handed batter coming to the plate. Today's St. Thomas Eagles baseball game brought to you by the St. Thomas Eagles Athletic Booster Club. Eagle Fight never dies. Proud supporters of the Legacy Sports Network. Here's the first pitch. Outside, 1-0. So on deck, Tyler Vallone for the Eagles. Tyler Vallone 0 for 2 in this game. Here comes the left-hander's pitch. In there for a strike. Boy, the umpire takes a long time to call a strike call. So 1-1. Dominic Davila trying to get on base here. Fouls it off. 1-2. Davila coming into today's game, batting .400. This is only game number 7 for him here today. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on. No outs. First batter of the top of the 7th inning. Here comes the left-hander's pitch. Inside, 2-2. Nice afternoon here for afternoon baseball here in Houston, Texas. We're only in the 70s this afternoon. 76 degrees to be exact. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss struck him out. So that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 8, center fielder Tyler Vallone.
So here comes Tyler Vallone coming into the game. Tyler Vallone last night, he was the pinch runner last night for William Bryant. Had a pretty dirty uniform once that night ended last night. So 1 out, right-hander at the plate. Here's the left-hander pitch. In there for strike 1. 0-1. No runners on, tie game 3-3. Here comes the pitch. Hits it to the right field. Is it going to drop into right center field? Sasser's on his horse in center field and catches it. Boy, Sasser can fly out there in the center field. He came from center field all the way into right center and was on his horse and got it. Sasser on his way to Sewanee University next season. So Braxton Mandela back to the top of the order. 0 for 2 in the game. A walk, a ground out, and a fly out. He's a switch hitter, batting right-handed here at the moment. 2 outs, no runners on. Here comes left-hander's pitch to Mandela. Ball 1. 1-0. Mandela coming into today's game batting .347, 17 hits and 49 at-bats. Next pitch fouled off to the left side. 1-1. Mandela's been one of the better hitters on this ball club here in this 5-game losing streak. Has had a few long doubles all the way to left field. Hit a few balls off the wall. Can he crank on one here at the moment and take it over the wall in left field? Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. 1-2. So now Mandela just trying to stay alive to get his second baseman Travis Rutsch up to the plate. Travis Rutsch 0 for 2 in the game here today. Mandela scored in the first inning on a walk. Stole second. Ball got away, got to third, and then got in on a sacrifice fly by Rutsch. Here comes a 1-2 pitch by the lefty. Ball bounces. They're going to say it was strike 3. He's going to take off running down the line. He's going to get on base. So it was a strikeout, but a drop. Their ball got away, and he's going to get on first base. Oh, they're not going to say that's what it is. Let's see. They're going to call that ball. So they did not call that a strike 3. So we're going to do that all over. So back to a 2-2 count for Mandela. Looked like he swung at that pitch and the ball got away. Got down the first base line. That could have been good if they could have happened, but they're not letting that happen. So Mandela back at the plate, 2-2 count, 2 outs. Here comes left-hander's pitch. Mandela crushes one to left field. High in the air. Left fielder's all the way back to the warning track, to the wall, and he catches it at the wall. Oh, Mandela hits a long fly ball to lock it all the way to the warning track in left field. And that's the end of the top of the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up for the Knights. Tie game here, 3-3 from Jess Borg Field. We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
DeRoche Partners LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Bottom of the 7th inning, tie game here at Jess Borg Field. Braxton Mandela crushed a ball to deep left field, to the deepest part of left field, all the way to the wall, which I've seen Mandela do here in the last few games and gotten a double, but this time it was caught by the left fielder Lockett. So here's Miles Young at the plate. He's 1 for 3 in the game with a double. Double in the first inning. Hunter Sage still in the game pitching. The Eagles now have down in the pen Dominic Pizzatola warming up in the pen for the Eagles. Ball got away from the bullpen catcher back there, so they had to go chase down the ball. So Miles Young at the plate, the shortstop, the commit to Georgia Bulldogs next season. Here comes a right-hander pitch to Sage. Bouncing ball to Mandela. Mandela backhands it. He steps, throws to first, can't get him. Young runs it out. Young is fast. Nice hit there by Young. Young is just way too quick down the line. Mandela had to go to his right to get it, backhanded it, had to set himself to throw to first, but Young was already there quickly. So here comes the catcher, Bryce Bloom Timmons at the plate. Winning run is at first base. Timmons going to Harvard next season. Right-handed batter. Tie game 3-3. Sage fakes throwing to first. Got to be careful. Don't want to get a balk and move a guy into scoring position here. Tie game here, 3-3. Bottom of the 7th inning. The Knights scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th to tie this game. Quick snap throw to first, checking on Young. Young, you can tell the kid likes to run. He's got a pink sliding glove on his left hand. Doesn't have much of a lead at first base. Actually has a very short lead. Here comes a pitch by Sage. They're going to throw a bunt down. Bunts it high in the air, but out of play. So 0-1. Bryce Bloom Timmons trying to put down the bunt. On deck, the third baseman, Marco Quintala. So 0-1. Sage already in the stretch, ready to go. Young over at first base. Doesn't have much of a lead. Snap throw to first. He dives back in. So no balls, 1 strike. This is Sage's 3rd inning pitched in relief here for the Eagles. Came in to relieve Kirk, who started this game. Kyle Kirk here today. Kyle Kirk, the starting pitcher today. 4 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Sage came in the game. He's pitched 2 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. Here comes the pitch. They're going to bunt. Halston's going to get it in the air, catch it, throw to first. Can they double him up? No, but what a great stop there by Kirk. So Houston gets the bunt in the air on the third base side. Pop out, almost tried to get a double play. Didn't happen. The better move was Kirk was able to get the ball there at first base, so the ball didn't get away, so Young couldn't get in a scoring position. So we have a new batter batting here for the Knights, right-handed batter. 1 out, runner on first still. Infield playing regular depth. Oh, they got Young. Throw to first. Kirk's got him. They're got him in a pickle. Throw to Mandela. Mandela's going to chase him back. Mandela chases him back, and he gets him, tags. He head first, gets him, and out. Great job there by Sage. They picked him off. Mandela, nice play there. Kirk had it, ran him back to second base. Mandela, the shortstop, got it, took off running. Then Sage came over to cover first base, but Mandela dove after Young and got him on the feet before Young started diving to first base, and that's 2 outs. No runners on now. So Sage ready to pitch. Here it goes. First pitch outside, ball 1, 1-0. Nice move there by Sage. Got Young caught there at the on that. And great fundamentals there done by the Eagle Ball Club there, chasing Young down. So 1-0 count. Here comes the right-hander's pitch. Fouled off to the right side into the dugout of the Knights on the right side. So 1-1. Pizzatola, the player warming up down there in the bullpen. He's done warming up. He's back in the dugout. Probably be coming into the game in the next inning if Sage can get out of this bottom of the 7th inning. No runners on. Infield playing deep. 1-1 pitch coming. In the dirt. Breaking ball that broke at 58 feet. So 2-1. Sage is set. Looking to Fowler, his catcher, in today's game. Replacing Bryant. He's set. Here comes a 2-1 pitch by Sage. Hits it over the second baseman, rushes head into center field and gets on. So put another runner on base. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Carlos Thatcher. 1 for 2 in the game here today. Carlos Thatcher, the junior on this ball club. So we got a runner on first. Right-handed batter Thatcher at the plate. Infield playing normal depth, which means Mandela's a little deeper at short, but Rutsch is normal depth there at second base, and so is Houston at third. First pitch outside, 1-0. This is a different infield than we're used to seeing. Normally we see Trip Marion at third, Chris Fuentes at short, Braxton Mandela at second, and Henry Beck at first. All 4 different guys today at different positions for the Eagles. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. Fouled it off. Right back to us. 1-1. So Mazziotti going with a different lineup here in today's game after playing last night. Late game that ended late last night. About 10 p.m. Didn't have to make a very long trek here, though, today from St. Thomas High School here to the Episcopal Knights ballpark. Quick snap throw over to first base. Runners back in. So 2 outs, 1 runner on first base. Tie game 3-3. Eagles scored 1 in the top of the first, scored 2 in the top of the fourth. Episcopal Knights scored 1 in the bottom of the fifth and 2 in the bottom of the sixth, and that's how we're at 3-3 here. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Sage has now thrown 46 pitches in this game, 11 in this inning. Of his 7 outs, 5 of them have been by fly balls, 2 ground outs. No strikeouts in the game yet for Sage. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Down the middle for a strike, 2. 2-2. Carlos Thatcher got a double his last time up. Trying to see if he can get the winning run at first base into scoring position or get a extra base hit so he could be on his horse and score from first. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. High, 3-2. Let's see what happens if Sage can't get Thatcher on this pitch. What is Mazziotti going to do? 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner on first. Right-handed batter Thatcher at the plate. Here comes the right-hander's pitch. Hits it into left field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Run around second. He's going to go to third. Throw it into third base. He's going to get in, and we got runners now at the corners. First and third. So the runner from first goes all the way to third. And here comes Brady Jacobs. And Mazziotti's going to keep Sage in the game. Fowler's going to step in front of the plate. Give some hand signals of what to do. So Houston, the third baseman, is parallel to the bag at third. First baseman is holding the first baseman on. They got to watch a bunt. Tie game 3-3, winning run 90 feet away. Mazziotti's going to leave Sage in the game. Surprised he didn't call time to have a conversation with the infield on this play. 3-3 game here. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, that ball was inside, and he fouled it off. 0-1. Mazziotti showing the confidence in Sage here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tie game. 2 outs. Sage looking into Fowler for the pitch. 0-1. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Did he swing? He did. 0-2. Boy, he had him fooled on that pitch, so Sage is ahead on the count. Needs 1 strike to get out of this inning to give them an opportunity at the top of the 8th. 0-2 pitch coming. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Here's a pitch. In the dirt. He wanted to swing, but he held up. 1-2. Fowler able to keep the ball in front of him. Fowler's got to keep any ball in front of him. If not, the runner's going to score from third. Sage has got to cover the plate quickly. Been one of the Achilles heels of this Eagle team, letting balls get past him. Here comes a 1-2 pitch by Sage. 2 outs. Hits it down left field line, and he's base hit, and that brings in the winning run. And the Knights win in the bottom of the 7th inning, 4-3. Stay with us. Post-game show here on the Legacy Sports Network. Final score, Episcopal Knights 4 and the St. Thomas Eagles 3. We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Final score here from Jess Borg Field. The Episcopal Knights come back to win this game 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th inning on a single to bring in the run from third base. And that is the final score here today, with the Episcopal Knights winning 4-3 over the St. Thomas Eagles. St. Thomas Eagles in this 3-game road trip, losing all 3 games, and now have a 6-game losing streak going into Tuesday night's game, now 11-10. What a bummer. Another rough game here. They were leading 3-0 going into the 5th inning, and they gave up 1 in the bottom of the 5th, 2 in the bottom of the 6th, and 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Sage had an 0-2 count there on the batter and got a hit over the third baseman's head to bring in the winning run, and that is the final score here today, with these Episcopal Knights winning 4-3. Join us Tuesday night, live action. St. Thomas Eagles back home at Father Wilson Field, taking on the St. Pius 10 team that they lost to last night, 8-4. Game will be on video stream on YouTube with the first pitch at 7 p.m. Thanks again for joining us here today for high school baseball here at Jess Borg Field, where the final score again was the Episcopal Knights 4, St. Thomas Eagles 3. Join us Tuesday night. We'll see you then. Have a great night.